season. Time to grab that lunch pail and go to work.
I know me and this lady in this meeting argued for a full 35 minutes. They gonna have to fire her. What's up, Talon, my boy? I don't know if you can hear me, bro. I'm using a different head source. What's up, bro? Yeah, they gonna have to get rid of her. Okay, word. Yeah, I'm using a different head source because the headphones I'm normally using, I'm using them on my phone because they Bluetooth. So I'm using them on my phone, and I got like some earbuds actually plugged in my controller. You know how faulty that shit can be sometimes. Trying to collect my thoughts, man. I'm like mentally whooped right now. It's not her doctor's appointments, her medication, things of vital importance, mundane conversations don't register on the radar of, oh, I need to remember what was said. Or if I feel like we're having a conversation and I need to write something down so I'll remember it, then what's the fault in that? That doesn't mean that my memory is diminishing. That doesn't mean my memory is diminishing. That doesn't mean my memory is getting worse. That doesn't mean I'm forgetting things. Well, your mother's a good note and write down good, you know what I'm saying? Well, because for one, that's part of her nature. She's a secretary, was a stenographer. You know what I'm saying? So those things are actually part of her nature, first and foremost. Secondly, she knows that is a mechanic to help her memory stay strong. Thirdly, me and the people that work through her funding and housing are all in the agreement that her independence is what keeps her memory strong. So the premise of what it is you're trying to get her put in a facility that you work at. See, you didn't think I knew that. Her autonomy is what keeps her on that stability level, on that stable level. So I don't know when and where you got this much influence, and if you feel like what you're doing is too much up on your load, then you need to let this one go, and we can find somebody else. Because I'm not understanding what we're talking about here. The actual caseworker doesn't understand what we're talking about here. And then you want to talk about her memory, and I bring up the fact that how when you left her at the doctor's office, you try to make it sound like, oh, I did everything I could, and they forgot she was in there. And no, they didn't. If they forgot she was in there, why did they call me? So who's the incompetent one here and who's not? You trying to get Erica to back you. The sis ain't saying not one word. Erica ain't said shit the entire time.
We've got the momentum. Let's keep it going. Look out there, MP.
And they got mad, you know what I'm saying, when people compare Dominique. First off, I'm not Dominique. You're absolutely right. You're not, because she communicated properly. For the things of that nature, what you're talking about, who did you communicate to? Who did you tell this to? Because Erica has my number. She has no problem contacting me. When something's happened, I have no problem contacting her or letting her know if something's going on with my mother. And guess who's never available in between those points of communication? You. So what are we talking about?
Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. The Boston Celtics come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Indiana Pacers. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Hi again, thanks for joining us for this edition of the NBA on
My head is 110 though.
Well, it was a great game one of the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, game 2, just about to tip off. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Indiana Pacers. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. The perimeter pairing with
Then I guess you try to make yourself seem important with whatever little certifications that you have, just because you've seen that these people, I don't know why. I don't know why. Anyway, I guess you try to make yourself seem important, whatever little note of certifications that you have. And I don't know what any of that has to do with any of this. And then bring up the fact, well, I don't care who you know in here. What this got to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, what this got to do with anything?
Brown, the pass to Tyler.
Buddy, we're here because you are trying to say that my mother is not competent enough really to stay on her own. And you're trying to suggest facilities that she could go to that would be up to her speed, one of which is where you work at full time. Like, come on. Anybody here can read right through that. I didn't want to think that. I was thinking maybe it was something else. You know what I'm saying? No, it's like no conspiracy. This is exactly what I was thinking. No conspiracy. And got us all in here looking like you brought us here for this.
First free throw is good.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Halliburton hits them both.
I'm about to mute the chat because y'all keep tagging them boys. They're not answering, bro. They're not answering. They're not answering. I feel the same way y'all do, but they around everybody they need to be around right now until they ready to reach out.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can
I'm
always
fighting a
trust
different
him.
fight for my mom on the other end. Some of us still got our mama. So
Tatum passes to Tyler. The kick out to Tatum. Fires for
let the
three.
boys have their space.
For the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull.
Cause yeah, I still feel like y'all trying to kill her off until I hear it from them. You know what I'm saying? Even with Sis Quickly, until I hear it from them.
And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
And the dunk by Tatum.
Tatum just has too much bounce right there. Better be careful. You're trying to stop that.
For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Over in the corner, Mathurin. To Nembhard.
Once again, I promise you, shit they were talking about the other day, and this ain't the time, bro, for none of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
3 of 4 from the field.
This ain't the time for none of that.
And it's White missing. Indiana's gone just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first.
Understanding a little bit of psychology, there ain't the time for that.
White covering and a wide open look for Halliburton. Got it. Good job in the low post. And that's now 7 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
And when you have Halliburton's size as a guard, you should be comfortable working inside.
Here's Tyler, and the layup is good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is. Willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Smooth in the last game against Indiana was terrific. He came away with 41 points, and he was really dialed in from three-point land, making a lot of long ones. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And here's Halliburton. For Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Halliburton with it. Tyler on him. Halliburton, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just 1 loss so far.
playing their best basketball of the season. It's what you want this time of year.
And it goes down 2 points.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Tyler, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Boston shooting their first free throws here for the night. Free throw good from Tyler. Indiana making some changes. Toppin, he's jacked in for Turner. Aaron Neesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Andrew Nembhard. Both free throws good from Tyler. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, here's McConnell. Guarded by Tyler. And McConnell gets it to go.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Pass to Horford. Here's Hauser. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter.
How long is that better?
Now, here's Halliburton. 12 points for him. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Capello's screen on Halliburton. 6 to shoot. Such a wide open look. Halliburton's got 15 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Three-pointer, Horford. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We'll be topping out there with Neesmith. It's T.J. McConnell. And there's Jackson. And it's Halliburton into the shooting guard position.
An elite passer. Halliburton is especially dangerous in the pick and roll.
To the inside. Here's Tyler. Plays it up and banks it in. Tyler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Halliburton outside. Jackson a screen on Halliburton. Bounce pass Halliburton. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, perfect pick and roll right there. Halliburton
The
with
same.
timing as a passer makes it easy for his teammates.
Here's Tyler. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Now, here's Halliburton. After the miss from Tyler. Back to Halliburton. Takes the three. Rebounded by Hauser. Boston's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
What is Lululemon?
Some changes for Indiana. Miles Turner comes in for Isaiah Jackson. And Andrew Nemhard's sub. Making some changes. Tillman, he's checked in for Horford. Holiday comes in for White. And it's Tyler in for Pritchard. The Pacers also changing it up. Siakam is checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Neesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. And Holiday, here we go. Opening, closing nails. Holiday's got his first points of the night.
Just slashing to the rim. Holiday moving with such force and purpose.
McConnell scanning the floor. Siakam for three. Indiana again missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Tyler, no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Siakam outside. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 4.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Here's Tyler. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And the teams are going to have to.
The previous play is under review.
And see if he got that shot off in time.
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is over.
I'm about to say she has Google.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did in fact reach the clock.
Yeah, glad they're going to get those points.
I don't know what I was thinking.
That they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay. Situations just like that.
And so is Boston, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Back right after this.
Right.
Some great postseason action in the
Oh,
first
that was
half.
PSAT.
A healthy lead has been built for the Boston Celtics.
They've been playing very unselfish. I'm telling you, these guys are feeding off the ball movement, and as a basketball fan, it's wonderful to watch that.
Yeah, no Tyler Ball from them. That's why they're getting the good looks. Get it? Tyler Hero?
Tyler Ball, Hero Ball.
I knew you would understand, Ernie.
Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series, they were able to hold serve in game 1, but they'll need that same effort to make the most of their home court edge.
Yeah, don't get comfortable. It's only one game. And it was a game that they were supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got a great chance to take a commanding lead in this series, Shaq. You could go up 2-0, and I don't see them losing the series.
Some big expectations on this game, too. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And here we go. Heading back to the action here in the Eastern Conference Final. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Boston leading by 6. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Tyler in at the point guard. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Just 5 to shoot. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Tatum against Siakam. Pass to Nembhard. On the wing, Mathurin. Traps in the trade. Mathurin's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Indiana. Boston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Tyler. He's covered by Halliburton. Round the pass to Tyler. The kick out to Tatum. There's Tatum's range on display.
This is what great scorers rises to the three-point.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought she had Google for a second. Fuck, I was thinking.
Halliburton deciding where to go with it.
Kinda. The pass.
Passes to Turner. No good on that one. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Tyler. It's rebounded by Indiana.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Here's Turner. And that one's drained from the low block. Turner's got his first points in this one.
A big like Turner just using that height inside. It's almost a lost art.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Gotta pick it up.
Siakam finds Nembhard. Goes up to the stripe. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Tyler. Good. And it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tyler's got the lead up to 7 now for the Celtics.
Yeah, Tatum grabbed the floor and fed the best guy he could find.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
I played football. I was in strings. Shit.
He's checked in for Indiana. And now let's give you a look at the players who have stood out and taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Well, you look at Smooth, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
Siakam passes to Nesmith. 3-pointer. He can't get it to go. Celtics leading by 7 to the right side. Hauser. And the call will be against Al Horford. That is his first foul of the game. Pritchard, he's checked in for White. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Nembhard. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. A nice shot by Nesmith. And so it's Boston with it. Down low. Here's Cornette. Second chance. Yes, that goes in. And the Celtics lead by 7.
I was about to say, well, you know something we don't know? You know about the boss baby fat here?
Siakam's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Boston's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Pacers trail by 4. Left side, Halliburton. Wow. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
That pass wandered off target. Can't lose focus on the little bitty things.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Obi Toppin's checked in for trouble. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Siakam, the bounce pass. From the arc. Al Horford with the rebound. Boston leading by 4. Here's Tyler. Buries it from three-point range. Tyler's got 6 here in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let
It would have been done at the same time.
56 seconds left to play in the third. Now McConnell. He has 5.
A run D.
Siakam left side. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And he makes good on the way. And it's a 9-point Celtic lead.
Shots are just flowing.
I mean,
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first.
it's simple, but not just simple. I get where you're coming from, but you know. Yeah, you do. What you mean?
Shot from the wing. A shot by McConnell, no good.
I mean, but that's because you that kind of marvel, but you had to go through.
They get the rebound. Here's Tyler. And he drains the 3. But let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time.
Oh fucking K Ida. But then do the opposite after the baby. But I'm not gonna cap. I'm not even gonna cap. Ida said that when I called her and told her I had twins on the way. She said, "Oh, I got twins, but that's your baby."
And they're keeping the close as it was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offense.
No, I said.
As we approach the fourth quarter, Boston on top, leading by 9. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
I mean, because she from her. I mean, I guess because from her perspective, she's probably looking and expecting for a deadbeat baby mama, but it ain't. Right, but that ain't the case. So
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Indiana, we'll be topping out there with Isaiah Jackson. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. And it's T.J. McConnell. And it's Neesmith.
and that child there for the eyes for the most part pretty much grown. Granted, he's still in college. We have even less to talk about.
There's Porzingis. It's good from about 19 feet. And the Celtics lead by 11.
You can't sleep on Porzingis, especially when he's roaming around that mid-range.
Oh, I said, hi, my baby. Why did you have to laugh so diabolically?
Defense got real lucky there.
Inside, Tatum automatic.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Boy,
Halliburton inside the three-point line. That doesn't go either for Halliburton.
my baby mama been blocked since the end of her sophomore year.
And a pick comes off the rim, but it sinks right in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
My child said you weren't coming to her graduation. Wasn't no need of me messaging. Nah, well, for what? For what? And then you go pop up at their little dinner and take a picture outside the car. That's all right.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Boy, the little nigga that I
Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics.
he better.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
An active scorer
But
whenever forces the issue and goes at the defense, they have to compromise.
Need to start reaching out them feelers. Oh.
And that one falls for Tatum.
A multi-talented swing, and Tatum just continues to get better and better each year.
So an entirely new grouping now for Indiana.
Your bachelors. Cause did your sister graduate at the same time? Cause that wasn't the one all three of y'all graduated. I think it was your sister.
He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
I thought it was y'all masters, and then your daddy was at the bachelors.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. To halt the run, drills the three-pointer. Halliburton's got 20 points.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in
Yeah.
Porzingis kicks to Tyler. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does. The
hits his stride, there's just very little you can do defensively, proving how dominant he can be.
Pass to Tyler. He is looking for Siakam and finds him. Nembhard with it. Tyler on him. Nembhard's shot is good. Nembhard's got his first basket. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
And yes, it's good. And it's now 22 points for Smooth.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Out to the wing. Pass to Tatum. To the left wing. Pocket 6 from downtown. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And that's just about going to wrap it up for game number 2. Lots of exciting moments out there. Big time NBA play, and in the end, victory for the Celtics.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. Whenever things started to look a little dire.
You really don't.
And they're going to build on their win in Game 1 with another strong performance here tonight to take a 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, and if this game is any indication, these conference finals are looking like it may be a mismatch. If they continue to play even close to the level they have tonight, they'll be booking themselves a spot in the NBA Finals.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Smooth.
First.
Just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
Girl, you be trying to skip all the baby steps. Can't skip all of them. What? Child, you'll get a nah. Some cars just have a button. Not all of them, no. Some cars just have a button. But nah, it's a little thing on the left hand side, up and down, baby. That'll be your first unnecessary ticket. Yeah. And now you no signal, no seatbelt too. You jump in and do any of that before you put your seatbelt on. You know, y'all ain't really no seatbelt riders, so remember that. First thing you do is put your seatbelt on. Then you do all that. Hopefully not.
If they keep trying to blitz you, this is what's going to happen.
Ooh. Oh, that's what I was supposed to be looking up. But I'm sure you know what that is, though. You might be going through perimenopause, especially perimenopause. Well, you technically at the age. It's not necessarily menopause, but I was about to say, but yeah, I feel you. Yeah, right. Triggers that hormone. Yeah, it triggers the hormone. Yeah. Right before. Yeah. Yeah, it's starting to become a recurring trend. I think I've noticed since maybe November, December. Been coming on earlier and earlier and earlier. Yeah.
We really needed that one. These Hoosiers think they know ball, but you'll show them.
So it's like you said 2-3 days of spotting, so then it'd be like 2-3 days of full throttle. Yeah, sometimes it'd be 4 or 5 days, pushing 6 sometimes, and then you wake up like, oh, ain't nothing going on.
Let's ride that hot hand to another W, baby. What's up, bro?
Boy, I know that lady had Anna mad because she wasn't saying a word. But what she did say, I could tell struck that lady's soul. Because Ashley's like, Miss Anna, you know, you're a very talkative person. Why do you have anything to say there? I think she said that this is very disheartening to hear her even say any of these things, for you to be trying to consider me incompetent or say that I can't live on my own. That's all I have to say to you. And she ain't said nothing else.
Game 3, Eastern Conference
You
Finals.
think you got all the sense?
The Celtics come into Game 3 up 2 games to none with a relentless desire to thrust them to a third straight victory. The scenery changes to hostile ground as they face off against the Pacers. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Thanks for joining us for the Eastern Conference Finals on 2K Sports. A make-or-break game tonight with the series standing at 2-0 with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The perimeter pair is white and brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Smooth in at the point. And for the Pacers, Siakam at power forward with Turner
Say
in
what,
at
babe?
center. Nimhard and Matherin, they're the wings. And it's Halliburton in at the point guard position. Taking a look at Indiana, starting to feel like a must-win game for them.
It really is. I mean, it's not panic time yet. A win here, and they're right back in this series with Game 4 being played in front of their own fans.
Now here's Tatum.
It is.
Pass to Smooth. The kick to Tatum. Clock at 4. Here's Tyler. Buries it from 3.
3 old
He's
men.
consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Those ain't gonna be with the extra conversation.
Now here's Halliburton. Guarded closely. Three-pointer Matherin. Not going to go that time. The Celtics on offense. And they've had a remarkable postseason record so far. Only 1 loss.
And this group knows how to bounce back. They have a winning attitude, utmost confidence in their ability to figure out defenses, and find creative ways to score. Very and even younger players on this team have a sense of maturity that's uncommon.
Boy, when you think about Benedict Mathurin, this guy is a talented, aggressive scorer. His ceiling very high. He's going to have to be a little more efficient.
Second free throw, no good.
When you think about Benedict Mathurin and all he offers offensively, has a polished shooting motion and plenty of confidence.
And it's Tatum missing.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Halliburton. There's a screen by Turner. And Tyrese Halliburton, good for 3.
Well, it's been early in his career, but Tyrese Halliburton has proven to be extremely dangerous from range.
Knocks down the long J.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Here's Porzingis. Can't hit that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Here's Matherin. Tatum with the block.
There's a pride to the defensive end of the floor. Tatum sends that back.
Tyler with the bucket. Tyler's got 5 points.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Halliburton. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
You have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Smooth. Into the lane. Halliburton with some nice D.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game.
Maybe you need a diagnostic ran.
He had 22 points and just played hard.
Maybe you need a diagnostic ran.
Him, though, I'm sure it felt like just another day at the office. Guys?
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one.
Maybe you need a diagnostic ran.
He was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Celtics lead by 4. To the paint. They kick it out to Porzingis. A minute 35 left in the first quarter. Tyler, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Neesmith comes in for Matherin. Shepard, he's checked in for Nembhard. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Tyrese Halliburton. And the Pacers with possession here. Trailing by 4.
This is the shot Siakam has worked on so hard during the course of his career. He wants to be a big-time, consistent weapon from 3.
Now here's Horford. Holiday passes to Smooth. Now here's Tatum. Neesmith covering. Tatum can't hit.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Pass to Siakam. 44 seconds left in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Steps back and shoots. And he drops that one in. Siakam's got his second bucket on the night.
Now, this is such a critical component to Siakam's game. The face-up ability, nicely done on the jump shot.
To the inside. From the right block. And off the glass. That one's good. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter here. McConnell outside. Pass to Toppin. McConnell outside. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Smooth. Pass to Horford. Here's Tyler. Doesn't go that time. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Boston out in front. They're up by 1. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Yo, tell. Oh, my shit pounding, bro.
Game 3 on 2K Sports. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Yeah,
Second quarter underway.
talking about my hair.
Got Al Horford, also Xavier Tillman.
Yeah, my.
And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position.
And put your head down and go to work.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do.
He's right.
The tide is running one way, and then
I already did. I said it was burning. That's why I got all it. It's different from the hospital. That shit burned, bro. And I already took my medicine, but that shit burned. I was on it for about 20 minutes. It made it lighten up, but that shit burned.
Oh, another change. 6 total in the first half. And this is the battle we were hoping to see. Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. McConnell finds Halliburton. Jackson with a screen on Holiday. He got it.
You know, I was actually talking about him the other day, and talking about as far as effectiveness in learning, and I called him a YouTube genius because he is. Like you can look at YouTube and do anything. You know what I mean? So.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Halliburton outside. Pass to Toppin. To the middle. McConnell's shot is off. And for the Celtics, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Holiday passes to Smooth. Indiana with a rebound. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
I think if you're talking Tyrese Halliburton, the thing that stands out is the wealth of things he can do on the offensive end. He can shoot the ball with range. He's got unbelievable handle. He can create. He can drive it. He can also set up his guys. A lot to like.
Turner, he's checked in for Indiana. Nembhard comes in for McConnell. Now here's Nembhard. He's scoreless. Right at the free throw line. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
And this guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Tyler. And he jams it home with authority. Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that. Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Nembhard. After the basket by Boston. Halliburton for 3. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
Yeah, that's savviness by Tyrese Halliburton. Gets himself something he can work with. Makes the game look easy.
Down low. Here's Tyler. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Tyler's got 8 points here in the quarter. Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside. Toppin outside. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Nembhard. Another one falls for Indiana.
Tyrese Halliburton doing his thing, showing you all he has in that passing arsenal.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Oh, what, 8? I don't know what it is.
Indiana with some changes. Siakam, he's checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Nesmith. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Halliburton. Celtics. Second quarter. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Boston out in front, leading by a point. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Boston Celtics.
I don't know. I seen that new Honda. I like that one.
This is some retro hoops, pounding the ball inside with intent.
No, it's a Off-road SUV.
Work with the rock down low.
The Defender. I like that motherfucker. I ain't gonna say it look like a knockoff Bronco, but yeah.
Looking at this series for the Indiana Pacers,
Why they still make the Civics, ain't it?
could be looking at a tough path forward. Shaq, is panic part of the vocabulary?
Normally, you don't say panic in situations like these, but right now, these guys need to smash that panic button and do something different.
I don't think they could take
I'm just saying, them niggas forever cars like fucking Accords.
Just like adjustments are needed here in the studio, but that's
The old ones anyway.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, I had like that Defender though. I ain't never looked at a Honda as far as the SUV, but I had like that Defender.
Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. Siakam at power forward with Turner in at center. And it's Mathurin in at the 3, small forward. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
From deep. And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Halliburton, no good.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Here's Tyler. The three-pointer off the mark. Pacers trail by 4. Outside Mathurin. Second half. Nembhard outside. And Indiana misses again.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Tatum gets the bucket.
That's been typical of their performance. Today, they're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Charity stripe shot. Halliburton misses.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
And Turner with the block.
No foul.
Turner with that length sends it back twice on the pipes. Miles.
Now here's Turner. No made baskets yet. And he makes it.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Okay.
Celtics lead by 4. Here's Tatum. He takes it in. And finished off by Tatum.
Boy, once he gets going, all 6'8", 210 pounds, Tatum very hard to stop off the bounce.
And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Now here's Halliburton. He's got 12. Pass to Siakam. Halliburton looking for an opening. Here's Turner. And Porzingis with the block.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
Outside Tatum. 4-3. And Tatum drills the 3.
The ability for Jason Tatum to be ready on the catch. Those opportunities make the game a little bit easier.
Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Now here's Nembhard. Halliburton outside. Here's Turner. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort is hurting this team.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
Pass to Mathurin. And here's Siakam looking to end the run. Nails it from beyond the arc. Siakam's got 8 points.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked.
Well, you better call timeout.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Neesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. So Boston going
That Lipton tea tastes like it got sweet and low in it.
Al Horford Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for Brown.
That tea you
And
gave
Drew
us to
Holiday
taste like
is
it
subbed
got
in for
sweet and
White.
low in it.
Here's Tyler, defended by Halliburton. Out to Horford. Out left to the wing. Here's Tyler. Off the mark there with a three.
Yeah, and the
Well, I
defense has
needed
really
to
gotta
take.
tighten
I
up.
needed to
I mean,
take.
he's just too dangerous from the three.
No, they changed a whole lot into that. I don't.
Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Pass to Cornette. Here's Tyler, defended by Halliburton. Back to Cornette. Here's Hauser. Here's Tyler. Nails it from three. Tyler's got 21 points in the game.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Siakam outside. Halliburton for three. Horford pulls it in.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Hauser passes to Smooth. Inside. To the left side wing. To the inside. Now the Pacers on the move. He pulls it. Hauser grabs the board. Boston leading by 9. Throws it up high. No luck on that one.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Halliburton. Look at Halliburton converting through contact.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
Puts up a three. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Defense is setting the tone. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
This thing is so up to date. It has the stats of the playoff people in the playoffs of this year.
Talk about painting a magnificent
2K24 didn't do that.
just a great decision.
So like whatever stats people had this year, whether they team's still in the playoffs or not. Of course we're in the finals, but they literally updated the stats.
Fourth quarter action is upon us.
I think that's
Thanks
cool.
as always for joining us. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Smooth in at the 2. 6 on the shot clock. There's Tatum with the 3. Here's Tyler. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists tonight.
That's his third triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
Here's Halliburton. And he gets it to go from the high post.
Because he's a 3-level scorer, anywhere he is on the floor, Halliburton capable of creating jumpers.
That's the Smooth. And here's Porzingis. Defended by Jackson. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
McConnell outside. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Tatum. And it's Boston scoring again.
I'll tell you, tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Let's go.
Halliburton outside.
Shit.
Lots of room. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Jaylen Brown has improved as is a setup guy. That pass was on time and on target.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Here for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Matherin's checked in for Neesmith. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And the Celtics also making a change. Derek White's checked in for Pritchard.
Oh, now I'm still on fire.
Sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He encouraged his guys to not hold back, saying, we can do this, but it's on us. We've got to go out there and be aggressive. So that's the plan coming out of the huddle. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Porzingis with the block. And he gets it back. And Indiana misses again.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot. And will go to the line. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Boston?
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
That was a while ago when I got on that soft food.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Siakam. Three-pointer Matherin. That drops.
Damn.
Comes off an assist from Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists in the game.
He's got that guard quickness. Matherin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
Driving to the basket.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Now here's Halliburton. Tight defense on him.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Turner for 3. Boston pulls it in. Brown's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Porzingis in the post. Turner covers. Porzingis misses.
Didn't miss that, buddy.
Outside Matherin. Halliburton. And it's Halliburton. Gets it to go inside.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
To the paint. Oh, and Turner with a block. Siakam outside. Pass to Matherin. Back to Siakam. Here's Halliburton. And the 17-footer goes down. Halliburton's got 6 here in the quarter.
What you love about Tyrese Halliburton is his feel for the game, knowing when to shoot.
Over to the left wing. Smooth. Pass to Tatum. Here's Tyler. Hits a 3-pointer. Tyler's got 34 points.
They played well, and let's see if they can keep it going into Game 4, an important one for the Celtics.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And with this win, a trip to the finals is within their grasp. Just one win away from the sweep.
And they'll be looking to make it 4 straight, no doubt about it. That's how you want to go into the finals. Well-rested, playing your best basketball of the season, and riding a ton of momentum.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Smooth.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making
No,
the most of his
because you'll be thinking it's the battery the whole time. You've been on about 2-3 batteries. Don't know it's your damn alternator.
This is part of the evolution of Tyrese Halliburton.
But you know, but you got people that ain't got no sense, and I've seen it. It coming from a hood's perspective. I watch somebody, just because she got a baby daddy, they don't know no better. He trying his best. He done bought 2 of them damn batteries. Just for old school in the hood will tell you, well, clearly if you done bought 2 other batteries, it's the alternator. Right.
Yeah, it's hard to argue against Halliburton as the best passer.
Yeah, getting a fresh battery on it.
I know he's the most exciting for sure. The rebound by Neesmith. Pass to Toppin from outside the arc. And it's Cornette with a rebound. Here's Tyler. No good. So we see the Celtics taking the W here. And now that they're up 3-0, winning this whole series is well within their grasp. You think it's only a matter of time, but the postseason is all about expecting the unexpected. They need to stay focused and finish strong.
And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. So long, everybody.
Or maybe, like you say, maybe it might have been off. Maybe it was an offshoot somewhere. I said maybe it was an offshoot somewhere. Are your spark plugs good?
MP has put himself among the greats this season. They talk the talk, but you walk the walk. Got to win this game tonight and close these guys out.
Right.
You know MP came ready to play.
Yeah.
The Eastern Conference Finals, Game 4. The Celtics have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized? For their thirst to be quenched? Find out tonight as they do battle against the Indiana Pacers. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
Hi again, we welcome you to our broadcast of the NBA playoffs here on 2K Sports. This series right now lopsided 3-zip. Can a comeback attempt be made? Or will we see a team advance to the finals? With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Derek White is out there with Smooth. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And for Indiana, the perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's Halliburton in at the point. And the Pacers start off with the ball. You look at Indiana. Greg, they're on the ropes, but I think they're playing for pride tonight. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, where's your head at? Are you ready to start that summer vacation? Or are you determined not to go quiet?
Now Brown, following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. A nice shot by Tyler.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Tatum dishes to Tyler. And stolen by Siakam. And Nembhard has it in the corner. Halliburton on the wing. Mathurin finds Halliburton. prop checker rolling around the rim.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And here's Tatum for three. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes. And you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
Out left to the wing. Outside Mathurin. No good from outside. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. It's good. Tyler's got 5 now.
Yeah, and guys, when White's got the ball in his hands, you can count on him to make
Run it up early.
Mathurin for 3.
I don't even care.
This team has been cruising through these playoffs. Just one loss so far.
Yeah, they've ripped through the postseason thus far, arguably playing their best basketball of the season. It's what you want this time of year.
Celtics passing it around. Tatum kicks to Tyler. 5 to shoot. It's tipped.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
On the wing, 2 points. That one goes. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Quick thinking by Halliburton, sensing the separation immediately and pulling up with confidence.
Porzingis against Halliburton. And
Good
Porzingis
call.
gets it to go.
Good
On the
shot.
assist by Brown.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack.
This
And
shit is
where's
getting
the
so
help
sleepy.
defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, Smooth in the last game against the Pacers was terrific. Dropped in 36 points. And all game long, he seemed like he couldn't miss from outside the arc, converting many times from distance. And those are big numbers he put up. Hard to match. But he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's Tatum following the score by Miles Turner.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Halliburton passes to Turner. Turner with a screen up. Brown. Mathurin for 3. Not going to go that time.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
The coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
No good on that.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Neesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. Shepard's checked in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Here's McConnell. Pass to Neesmith. 58 seconds left to play in the first. Shoots. Toppin can't get it to go. Boston leading by 7. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Wasted no time. On that one. Tatum's got 8.
He's so good in that medium range area. Tatum can create space and shoot over the top of the defense.
Now, here's Neesmith. Pass to Siakam. Now, here's Neesmith. He's covered by Brown. A nice shot right.
Damn it, man.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Brown kicks to Tyler. And here's Tatum for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Boy, I know that lady worked me and my mama nerve.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him.
He's sitting there trying to argue the both of us down and shit. Like,
and here is Siakam.
and these folk here professionally calling you on your bullshit.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Go find something else to do then, so
This is his first free throw.
completely go full-time facility, wherever the fuck you trying to refer my mama to go to.
And he makes the first. Siakam hits them both. Up in time. That shot missing. And so it's the Boston Celtics bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. Welcome back to playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is the Eastern Conference Final. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard and they are physical.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post position. Smooth out there at Holiday. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. And the dunk by Jackson.
And hard to decide which.
You know that was one of my dynamic goals.
Or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Good on the shot.
A bona fide playmaker. Halliburton makes his teammates better.
Boston leading by 3. Outside, Horford. To the middle. Here's Tyler. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. And that's now 9 points for Smooth.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Back to McConnell. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Boston's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ballgame. Tyler, and the layup's good off the glass. And now that's 11 points for Smooth.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Jackson. Back to McConnell. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. McConnell's got his second bucket of the night.
Showing great vision in delivering the pass out of the front.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Some changes here for the Pacers. Miles Turner comes in for Isaiah Jackson. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Toppin against Tatum. Pass to Tyler. Three-pointer.
Oh, ain't no way.
Halliburton for three. Hits it from three-point range.
That's
Halliburton's
cap.
got 10 points.
You watch Halliburton shoot. The release is a little low, but it's quick and it's deadly.
You gonna foul me? Oh.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now, here is Halliburton. Defense right on him. In the corner, it's Neesmith. Toppin finds Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Turner with a screen on White. Nembhard. No good on the three. Celtics leading by 4. Pass to Tyler. Puts up a three. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
Now here's Turner. Now here's Halliburton. He's covered by Tyler. Crosses over. Halliburton, no good.
Why did it sound like he was fighting the foul? Did it sound like he was listening to Gracie's corner?
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes here for the Pacers. Siakam is checked in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin comes in for Aaron Neesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. The Celtics also changing it up. Luke Cornett comes in for Porzingis. And it's Pritchard in for Tyler.
I might need to go outside for a second or something.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. That's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Celtics out in front. They're up by 2. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse, you're watching 2K Sports.
Hold on, bro.
Hey there, everybody. Halftime of Game 4 upon us, and it's a close game so far for the Boston Celtics.
Their work on the glass has been superb tonight. Chasing down every miss there, Ernie. That's their mindset.
Yeah, you can tell it was a focal point of their game plan coming in, and they've made good on that. Looking at this series for the Indiana Pacers, they're 0 for 3 in the series. Kenny, what should they do to stave off elimination?
They got to take a long look in the mirror and figure out which vacation spot they're going. In other words, they're toast, Ernie.
Listen, I don't need to break out the crystal ball to tell you how this ends. They have to white flag up, and the season is on the clock.
A lot of metaphors there, but I get the gist. Speaking of toast, what do you prefer on toast, Kenny?
Jam, no butter.
Shaq?
Jam, jelly.
What's the difference between jam and jelly, Shaq?
I have no
Jam
idea.
don't shake like that.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. What a game we're seeing.
Yes, I was just calling to check my card balance. I've never actually really talked to nobody before.
Yeah, and I'm a little surprised, but he's been focused on passing the ball. You gotta give him credit.
I don't need one. I don't need one. I don't need one. Hello? I don't need one.
And it's Mathurin in at the small forward position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason.
No.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Now, here's Siakam. After the miss.
No. I don't know what the fuck that was. Yeah.
From Tyler. Turner passes to Halliburton. And he drives in. And Halliburton slams it in.
So good at just reading the defense. That time, Halliburton maintains his dribble and gets to where he wants to go.
Here's Tyler. He's got 18.
Oh.
Nice move. Another shot. And Porzingis with the lay-in. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Well, just by hitting the offensive glass, Porzingis can pick up a lot of extra points.
Halliburton for three. Rebound by the Celtics.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Tatum. Tatum slipped by the contact inside.
There's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
Halliburton on the wing. Covered by Tyler.
Big hops. from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And
You just gotta know. Oh, you talking about the little game thing?
going in their direction. Yeah, what a huge
Oh,
making a statement right there.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow. Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. And so here is Indiana following the bucket by the Celtics. Well, that's now his third triple of the game. First here in this second half. Boston's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Tyler dishes to Tatum. To the wing on the left. Lets it go from deep. Tyler, no good. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Siakam passes to Halliburton. Out to Turner. He shoots again. Boston grabs the miss. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Celtics passing it around.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
I mean, but I got the physical strength though. That's the thing.
He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
It do take a little wrestle. You right. You right. You are stronger than me.
The Pacers making a switch here. Neesmith.
How am I running out? It's a such thing as grown woman strength. Before, you know, Anna.
On the floor for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum.
Before Anna start getting into her older years, shit, she's stronger than a motherfucker now. You get it twisted now. So she play softball and shit. She's strong as hell.
Halliburton against Holiday. Halliburton passes to Toppin. Puts it up from 12. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
To the left side wing. Porzingis kicks to Tyler. Outside Tatum. Tatum from 3.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Holiday against Halliburton. Pass to Neesmith. That's good. That's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Just rubbing
Yeah, that has everything to do with it. Yeah.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal. Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket. Porzingis with the block. What a swat by the big man Porzingis. You always have to be careful shooting when he's lurking. The kick out to Brown. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Checked in for Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for
From the top. No, when you doing something like that, you would come from underneath stuff. And with that being said, that means that much, and when you know doing mechanics under the hood, literally that much hasn't changed.
Well, during the break, I listened
Yeah, your alternator, your starter, yeah, you most definitely would have to change that from under the carriage.
He's done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Tyler, no good.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Halliburton passes to Siakam. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
He hits the second from the line.
A big man who can score, rebound, and pass. This is why Siakam has become a huge piece of this team.
The kick out to Brown. Pass to Tyler. Outside Tatum. Now here's White. Here's Tyler. Banked in off the glass. Tyler's got the lead up to 10 now for Boston.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now Porzingis, Turner covering. Out to White. Over to the left wing. Pass to Brown.
Yeah.
Here's Tyler. The Celtics working the ball around now. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Mathurin finds Halliburton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And how about the commitment there from Halliburton, sticking with it and getting himself to the line.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within single digits.
So valuable to this team. Halliburton gives them whatever they need when they need it. This guy is both patient and prolific.
Halliburton hits them both. 1:46 left in the game. Tatum passes to Tyler. Rejected by Halliburton. The 17-footer goes down. Halliburton's got 23.
He's not short on moves. Halliburton's got a lot of ways to attack off the dribble.
Outside Tatum. Inside. Here's Tyler. Excellent defense there from Halliburton. Pacers trail by 6. Some solid defense from Brown. For Boston, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Well, for Porzingis, that's just easy money. I'd keep going to that until they stop you.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. Here's Halliburton. Goes up off the inbound. And finished off by Halliburton.
Huge finish from Halliburton. From the moment he entered the league, Tyrese has been clutch.
In the corner, Tatum with it. Here's Tyler. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First personal foul. First team foul. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Brown outside. Tatum wide open. He fires one. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And the Celtics lead by 9.
taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
29 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Tyler. Tatum with it. Here's Tyler. Shot clock at 6. From past the arc. No good. Shot missing. And so the Boston Celtics take the series and will continue. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. So long.
If they keep trying to blitz you, this is what's going to happen. Boom! That is how you dominate a series. On to the next one. You're really in the finals. Can I get those shoes after the game?
Ooh. I used to. I don't even know what that means, Shawty. Damn. Bobby Odom would be mad. It wasn't nothing. Yeah, like it wasn't nothing. I'm pretty sure it's not that hard. All right, y'all. We're going to make a quick store run, and then when I come back, We're going to go to the finals, and we're going to run the finals all the way through until we get to the championship. All 4 games, all 6 games, all 7 games. But I'm going to try to do it in 4. So it's your boy Ghostface Gaming. I'm going to run to the stove, feed my boy Chase, do all that good stuff. So when we come back, which give me maybe an hour, we'll be right back.